Swoosh! Hello, everybody. I'm Black Dragon. Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust, and let me introduce to you all my co-host, Mike Ball.
What's going down with everybody? Hopefully, everyone's having a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, wherever the hell you guys are from.
Yeah,
much love, respect.
Black Dragon and Mike Ball. Monday through Friday, Mike Ball the Wise with his Spiderweb Cup. Doing what we do out here, man. Bringing you the number one biker news show in all the world. Yeah. Monday through Friday, Friday through Monday. Be with us while we cover what's happening in the biker world all around the world. We're worldwide with this, Mike Ball. We're worldwide.
That's right.
Everyone
That's
knows.
right.
And between us and our audience, we know everything.
That is a fact.
Everything.
Beautifully done.
Thank you, man.
We between all of us, we know everything. It's amazing. You're right.
I think
You've been saying that. You've been saying that for years, and it's right.
Yeah, I think somebody said our intro sounded good.
Yeah, absolutely. You know it sounded good.
Oh, finally, Mike Ball got the intro sounding good. Finally.
Wait, back to it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Mike Ball finally got the intro sounding good. So, thanks, man. It's taken 7 years to get that intro sounding. It's ridiculous.
We got it done. We got it done.
I know what the problem is. But I don't have the same controls I had before. Now there's a little stop.
Hey, but I can give you those same hotkeys. You know,
yeah, I want to do it.
I can do that.
$250 Stream Deck.
I know. I got the same thing.
Yeah, if without the Stream Deck, bro, it ain't no good.
I know. Elgato Stream Deck.
You need to be able to press what you want to have happen. Like you need to.
No, that just the audio is just.
Oh, the audio was horrible, wasn't it?
Oh, dude.
So, yeah, but now that you've got it over here, it is like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
Oh, I know.
But if you can put it back on here from there,
right.
Wow. Then Mike Ball, you are the engineer, man. You're the engineer.
Hey, my life has been computers, so I get it.
Mike. That's Mike Ball the Wise right there, everybody. Mike Ball the Wise.
I appreciate it.
Hey, man. There's something.
Aztec says 7 good years, BD.
Thank you. Thank you, man. We appreciate it because it's been tough out here without Mike Ball the Wise. But listen, Mike, over in India, man, there's a problem. And this news story is really rather sad, and as well as disgusting. Mm-hmm. And it'll make you angry and make your feelings hurt and just makes you wonder, what if, but by the grace of God, there go I. This could be anybody. This could have happened to anybody, especially when you're visiting a foreign land.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're in a foreign land, you don't get all of the stuff that you have. Like you can't carry your 357 on you in a foreign land. So we're going to talk about this story. But I want to warn everybody that for those who are weak-minded or anything like that, you're not. I just want to give everybody a warning. Maybe disclaimer. Maybe you want to take the kids away or something.
Right.
It's called a nightmare. So again, we have this covered in 2 or 3 different stories, and from 2 or 3 different agencies. And when you combine all the stories together, you kind of get the full kind of picture of what's going on. So we're going to tell this from the eyeballs of 2 or 3 different agencies, if that's okay. So, anger in India after Brazilian biker is raped by 7 men in Dumka. So, a couple were spending the night in a tent in a remote part of Jharkhand state. And we always do videos and stuff from bikers in India. We cover a lot of biker stuff in India. So 3 Indian men have appeared in court after the gang rape of a tourist on a motorbike trip with her husband, with police hunting for other people. So this was written by Tanya Dutta in InWorld. The sexual assault of a Brazilian biker and her husband. And on the picture is some 3 gang members that have been arrested. And I don't know what gang they are or whatever. They just look like 3 dudes to me, but they say they belong to some kind of gang. The sexual assault of a Brazilian biker and her husband by a gang in India's eastern state of Jharkhand has sparked widespread outrage as crimes against women continue to pose a problem to authorities in the country. The woman in her 30s and her husband in his 60s were traveling on their motorcycles from India to Nepal when they were attacked by a group of men in Dumka district. The couple had reportedly arrived from Bangladesh. 4 men have been arrested over the incident so far. They were spending the night at a makeshift tent in the remote part of Kermat in the Hansdia area of the district on Friday when they were allegedly attacked by at least 7 men. In the social media post, the woman said the group barged into the tent and sexually assaulted her. The men were also accused of beating the couple and stealing 10,000 rupees, which is $120 in cash, and a ring. Something has happened to us we would not wish on anyone, she said. 7 men have raped me, the woman said in a video post posted on Instagram. The couple have documented their travels under the blog name Vincent and Fernanda. The Y stands for and. So it's Vincent E. Fernanda in Spanish, but the Y stands for and, Vincent and Fernanda. They have beaten us and robbed us, although not many things, because what they wanted was to rape me, she said in Spanish. And her husband also appeared in the video. She had bruises on her face. Her husband said in a separate post that they were hit on the head with a helmet and a stone. My mouth is destroyed, but my partner is worse than me, he said. The couple were seen by police, a police patrol van about 10:30 p.m., taken to the hospital. Doctors confirmed the woman was raped. Initially, the patrolling party did not understand much of the incident because the woman was speaking partly in English and partly in Spanish. They were taken to a nearby health center. Senior police officer Pit Mabur Singh Kurwa said. And, just about everybody over there speaks English, so they probably weren't really understanding the Spanish part. I received a call around 1:30 a.m. and rushed to the spot for verification. Special teams formed to crack the case are conducting raids. India's National Commission for Women condemned the incident and called and asked state police to complete their investigation quickly. And that's, they've got a whole lot going on with rapes and stuff over there. The alleged spark outraged the country, where tens of thousands of sexual assaults cases are reported by women every year. I mean, it's like an infection over there. Indian actress Richa Chadha said on social media that the incident was shameful, while Emmy Award-winning comedian Vir Das demanded the strictest punishment for those responsible. A shameful act that we must show will not be tolerated, he said on his social media platform. India has introduced stringent laws to end the impunity of offenders of sexual attacks, a move that came after a 23-year-old student was assaulted in December 2012, leading to street protests. And I do remember that. More than 31,500 sexual assault cases were reported in 2022. This is just in that area. According to the National Crime Records Bureau, at least 22 cases related to rape of foreign citizens. The conviction rate is only 27.4%. So over 70 some percent, 72%, 73% of the people that are raped result in non-convictions. So only 27% of the people are actually raped. It's absolutely crazy. Here's another story where we learned a little bit more about this. So in this story, we find out that I think in this story, we find out that the woman is actually a social media content creator. So she's one of us. warning, graphic descriptions of sexual violence. A picturesque travel day in India turned into a nightmare for a touring influencer. So she's a social media influencer.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
one of us. So, like I said, you read more of these stories and you find out a little bit more. The couple was brutally attacked by a gang of assailants who allegedly took turns raping the woman. A little bit more detail that we didn't know. Local police said this Saturday. Fernanda and so they spelled it out here. Fernanda and Vicente, and it looks like maybe this is a link to the social media platform now. Social media hasn't been working.
Oh, there it is. 300 and some odd.
308,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay, this makes sense.
And he's 60 and she is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. So they probably
oh man.
They probably picked up a tail somewhere.
Of
yeah.
course, because the truth is when we're social media people, what I've learned is you don't want to post your location until after you've left.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times people will show up to a place, do a little film, and then post the location. And when you do that, people will, you never know, people might try to get there and ambush you
Look at
because
that. So
you
this
just
is
showed where you are.
This is this is how they bike. So we in this one we get a chance to see this is how they bike and how they live. So they've got these adventure sport touring bikes that can go anywhere in the world, and this is their camp setup. This is very, very nice. So if you're setting up like this in an area full of very poor people, and you're out in the countryside, and look, this pants, this suit right here, she's got the latest stuff on. This is a lot of money.
She's got multiple pictures. Scroll over right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a video of them. That's her husband.
You unmute it.
This guy's in shape. Can we unmute
Oh,
it?
no. Not with music.
Look at her. She's just having a good time. Her husband is there. He's in good shape. Look at him. He's not looking like no 60-something-year-old man. They're out there doing their thing, man. Whoa. Hell yeah. Okay. Do it, girl. And this is, look at that. They got beautiful setups. This is money, man. These people ain't broke. So you can see and her bike's all pink and everything. So you can see why they would be targets, unknowing targets. Because I want you to notice the littered up, messed up grounds around them.
Right.
You notice that? Like, you're camped out in not a good area.
And that's probably a nicest area around there.
And I want you to notice a few things. On the front of this motorcycle is that camera that you can see 360 on that camera.
Right.
And these bags, nothing about their setup is cheap, bro.
No, they got some equipment.
They got the latest. 300,000 subscribers. They've got
just on Instagram. I'm sure they probably have a YouTube channel, and
they've got the drinking things and the water purification stuff. They got it all, my bro. And it looks like they got sponsors. Look at that. That's this could be sponsored clothing here. They got the hat and they got that. So these guys are, look at this over in is this India? No, this is maybe Indonesia or something. Let me hit the translation button here. Another day on the road, another day camping. The shop is like our home, but we carry every day with us. Did you see the fish I dared to eat? Would you have the courage to eat it as red as it is? No, I wouldn't. It'd have to be cooked really good. It's extremely disturbing and sad for what has happened. And appropriate actions will follow. So prayers are with them. Now, these are people that are commenting on what has happened to them. It's extremely disturbing and sad for what has happened, and appropriate actions will follow. So prayers are with them. So people, because what I was looking for was the video. So they have a video where they said what happened to them. Very sad to see what happened with them. India's law and order are the weakest. India laws try to protect both victim and culprit. Even criminals get out on early bail. I don't know what court and SC judges do. They should have open punishment of death to those 7 people. We only send good messages out to the public. So people are upset. They're commenting on a video. Okay, so this looks like them in India. So you can see she is in these very expensive clothing, and then you kind of see how she's dressed compared to the people around her. I don't know if that was so smart. Obviously, it wasn't. Look at this. This is out in the. That's a nice motorcycle,
yeah,
man.
they are riding nice.
And they got spare tires.
Nice. Look at that.
These people are the real deal.
No, that's some biker shit
that's
right there.
Biker SHIT.
Yes, it is.
But look at his helmet.
Look at the gear on the back. Oh my God. He's got like 1,500 pounds of just gear.
This is what they do. They got everything except 357 Magnums and a 45 caliber pistol. See, you can't.
Oh my gosh.
You can't be in the campground like this, my dear.
No, you cannot do that. No, don't do that.
No. Gosh. I wish I could have been there to say, girl, go put your ass some clothes on. Quit playing out here.
For real, dude. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hit this thing to see the translation, and it won't bring the translation up for us. I was in India many times, always wearing Indian clothes, so nobody notices. Okay, so here's a lady talking. She's saying the same thing I'm saying. I was in India many times, always wearing Indian clothes, so nobody notices me. Follow and respect their tradition. We all know it's a different culture. So okay, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one, Mike. Somebody else said that. Oh, did you take it off?
No, I just did so that mean you could talk. That you just said something to me, so I brought it down for a sec.
Oh, I was on a whole nother screen, so I didn't see what you were doing over there. But yeah, you can't. This girl is attractive, bro.
Yeah, girl, this is not.
If I'm rolling by, I'm looking 2 or 3 times. I see you got a husband that's 60-something. I'm 60-something. Maybe you want to holler at me. You know what I mean? You can't be dressed like this, Mike.
I'd say put some clothes on, man.
I hurt for her.
Do you know?
But you're supposed to be. Now listen.
It's kind of like one of those things, like understand your surroundings. You know, like people got to be more self-aware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just be a little more self-aware. Observe your surroundings.
No, but Mike, this is a biker thing to do. I walk around the camp naked. I do, like in underwear.
That's on you. Whatever. I don't do that shit, but that's on you.
I walk around the camp in underwear and stuff.
Okay.
Like, who wants me?
Right.
Like, I go piss out in the open, whatever.
So you could care less. Yeah, I got you.
But I'm a man. Nobody. Hopefully, nobody wants me. 7 dudes pulled up on the black driver. 7 dudes. Too much information, black. That was too much. You didn't want to know that?
Look, don't go camping with BD.
What? Y'all don't you want to see my body?
BD's inner dad popping out.
Listen. You're supposed to be able to look like this in the camp. I'm just saying. You know.
Yeah, wait.
You're supposed to be able to look like this in the camp. You're not supposed to have any trouble.
In America.
Yeah.
In America, understand your surroundings.
Oh my God, this girl is absolutely beautiful. She looks like a model or something. Look at all the beautiful places they go to.
Jesus.
Look at her. Oh my goodness, she makes the show. I can see why people look at them. They're petting donkeys and stuff. They're riding in the greatest places on earth. But they're riding through they look so happy, man.
Oh man.
Look at her. Poor lady. You can't be free. You can't be yourself. You can't be glamorous, or somebody will hurt you. Oh, look at that. That's is that the Taj Mahal? Is that what that was? Or something like it? But I want you to notice something, my boy. Everybody around them is broke as a skunk.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're all in barely, like 15-year-old flip-flops, you know.
And they got $50,000 worth of equipment on.
Easily.
And bikes and motorcycles and stuff.
Oh yeah, the geared in their saddlebags. Oh my god.
Look at that. And they're riding through it. These are bikers.
Oh my god, look at that.
And they're happy. Mike, they're happy.
Oh, they're loving life.
They couldn't be no happier.
No, they're in their element. That's what they do.
This is what they do.
This is what they do.
And he's got a wife that does it with him.
Yes, and that's incredible.
This for my listening audience, this is them riding through a rainstorm in
a very heavy flooded.
The streets are flooded. There's water everywhere. Now you can go to their Instagram page and see all this. And we're looking at their Instagram page. They're just having the greatest time of their life. Here they say, here you see the importance of wearing a good waterproof work or good underwear, because on a trip it is very possible that you find days like this. And when it's raining like this, I don't care what you're wearing, you're wet on the inside of it.
Yeah, for real. You're getting wet. I don't care what you're wearing.
So now here's a perfect example. She is standing here with all these women dressed moderately with their hair covered, no form fitting, nothing. And she's standing here in a damn t-shirt hugged up next to her waist. And she looks nothing like the people around her.
Mm-hmm. So she's a damn target right there.
You're going to stick out like a sore thumb, which she is. Look at her. And the girl right next to her on the right is about her age, about her weight, and is probably just as pretty as she is. I mean, look at them. They're both look very similar. But this one does not look like, a supermodel. And this one does. And so here's the difference. This is a girl, maybe
you're looking like a sore thumb like that, and then you're looking beautiful like that too. Like, let's just be honest.
Yeah, and maybe she should have just had her full coat on, and you can't dress like this to ride. But I think, and I don't want to blame her. I don't want to seem like
no, and I don't want to force the blame on that either, because it's not right either.
But this is how she's walking around their country. And this is what the people that live there look like. I'm afraid that this is a very sore lesson for her. And maybe anybody else that travels like this should pick up on this lesson, because first of all, and maybe they should have hired some
security,
tour guards or security or whatever. If they were fortunate to be able to do it. Listen, people are living the life. They got those Africa Twin motorcycles.
Yes, those are amazing motorcycles.
They got look at those helmets. Just look at my gosh. And then to have the money to go around and do this thing, the time, the freedom.
Oh, it's their job. Obviously, that's what they do.
Yeah, they're social media. These are content creators.
Yeah, they're really doing it. They probably have a full-on YouTube channel and all of that. And
look at those. Look at those GoPros. They got the latest GoPros.
Absolutely.
And you can tell that whoever robbed them only took $120 and a ring. She said they didn't take more because what they wanted was to rape me, because they got $100,000 worth of stuff they could have took. Oh, hell no. What do you say? Oh, hell no. That's a husband's worst nightmare. Yeah, it's got to be, because he was awake and could only watch while 7 men did whatever they wanted to his love.
Oh,
Look at them. This is them all over the world. Oh my goodness, just having a good time, man. Oh my goodness. What a wonderful life for somebody to screw up.
for real.
Look at all those rats. Jesus.
What the hell?
What the hell is this?
So that was all just
Oh, look,
one
this is
post, by the way.
Karni Mata Temple, also known as the Rat Temple. Controversial place, but part of Hindu culture. We were quite impressed, but it's a place we couldn't stop seeing. What do you think? I think I'd be afraid.
Interesting.
I think I'd be afraid I was going to get the bubonic plague.
For real. For real. Not even
You can feed the rats. The rats ain't afraid of you. Oh my God, they're walking. The rats.
I couldn't do that.
Well, I don't have a problem with rats like that. I mean, if they're going to be pets,
pets,
those look like pet rats.
Yeah,
they don't look like the rats in the New York City sewer that will beat you
up. No, those are a little different, but still,
those are a little different. Look at them; they're so nice. You can pet them.
They're so nice.
Those are nice rats.
So listen, when it comes down to understanding where you're at, like I'm going to give you guys a for instance. I was in Sao Paulo, Brazil when I did this whole thing with the club, and I had come down the elevator with my national. My national was downstairs waiting for me. I come downstairs and I'm in a tank top and my chain and stuff like that. And he looked at me and he goes, "You cannot be freaking serious right now." You know what I mean? Like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, what? Like, what's the big deal? Like, I'm thinking as an American, you know what I mean?
What are you wearing? Yeah.
And he's like, dude, go back upstairs right now, put on a t-shirt, tuck your chain, or if you're gonna do it, don't be flashing it with a wife beater on. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like you're sticking out like a sore thumb right here. You're just begging for it. And that's a pure example of understanding your surroundings.
So one time, about 2004, I was down at the Martin Luther King Center here in Atlanta. So the Martin Luther King Center, that's funny. What happened to my thumb? So the Martin Luther King Center is in the middle of the neighborhood here in Atlanta. It's in the middle of the hood down there. But it's a national park that people come to from all around the world. And it's pretty cool there from like 8 to 5, maybe even 8 to 8 p.m. So I see this family from Switzerland that are there visiting the Martin Luther King Center, and it's getting ready to be nightfall. Maybe it's summer, so maybe it's like 9 or 10 at night. And these folks are standing there with $100,000 Rolex watches on their arms in the middle of the hood with dark falling. And they walk up to me to ask me something. They wanted directions or something like that. And I said to that man, if you don't take them damn watches off and put them in your pocket, what the hell's wrong with you people? You're walking around in the middle of the hood in the middle of the night with $100,000, and every member of the family had one. And I said, you could get your arm cut off. So you can't be running out there in these countries looking like this.
No. It's just like what I just explained. Understanding your surroundings. Like I hope for her sake that she was only looking like that for the pictures, but it doesn't look like it.
Well, no, because they're everywhere they are. Now here, she had sense enough to dress right here.
Oh, well, look what's behind her. A whole bunch of men.
This is like the Taliban or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's like no joke. Look, that guy's got an AK or something on his. Look that. Yeah, hell yeah.
Right there. Yeah, they're in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Today, I
There's
was
no
remembering Afghanistan. It seems like yesterday we entered this country with so much contrast in history. The only photo I have with the Taliban is the one you see. I told you it was the Taliban. We know everything, Mike.
dude, it's unreal. Hold
I
on.
said that's the Taliban. I
You
said
deserve
that
that
looks like
one.
the
You deserve
Taliban.
it.
I know the Taliban when I see them. I remember Afghanistan. We entered the picture that I have with the Taliban. This one you see, the first one, which was when we were already leaving for Pakistan after a month in this country. I will never forget. So she's taken some risk before. They've
They're
taken
not
some risk
joking
before.
around. They're really about going into the hardcore spots and filming this. I bet you they
Oh,
have a YouTube
so
channel
do you
that's
know what you're
mega.
seeing right there? This is very interesting. You know they're in the Taliban. You know what this used to be?
What?
This used to be where, okay, so before the Taliban and before Islam was in this area, Buddhism was here. And I want to say that this is where they cut out, they used to have huge Buddhist statues that were
Oh,
um,
wow.
hundreds of feet tall.
Uh-huh.
And somewhere in like maybe the mid 90s or something, um, they had this Buddhist stuff all over the freaking country, like statues and stuff, somewhere like hundreds of feet tall. And this might have been where they were actually cut out of the wall, off the walls and stuff.
And
They
pull
were, yeah, and I think that's what that's a picture of.
do the translation.
Uh, So Afghanistan must be an amazing country, but take a picture with an oppressor group that has the country hijacked and women under a gender apartheid regime. Why take a picture with them? Why are you smiling? I can't believe you. Well, people are gonna not like. I'm smiling because I don't get shot. People will be mad about the Taliban, but you can only treat people how they treat you. So if they treat you with respect, you treat them with respect back. What the Western media reports about the Taliban as a terrorist organization is a form of propaganda, somebody said. They really respect women and apply Islamic law. Try coming there and see the difference between news and reality. And yeah, so the Islamic
Triple
law.
P says that is exactly what that was, by the way.
Okay. Is that okay? So between me and Mike, we know everything. We know everything.
We're on that accuracy. You know what I mean?
Our
That's
accuracy
good.
here is hardcore. I was wondering if that's what that was. That's what I thought it was.
And it was. And it was. You know, and what do you think about this comment from Aztec?
She got comfortable is what happened, and that's dangerous. It's absolutely what seems to have, if you follow the progression of these pictures,
Yeah.
she does seem to uh have gotten comfortable. Man,
She really right.
she's doing this. Her husband's trying to help her, and she's like, "No, I'll ride this myself." And that was. Do you see how dangerous that pass was?
That's hardcore.
This is a mountain pass that looks like if you fall. Look at that. That's a long way down.
Yeah, that's why he's right there, making sure that no matter what, she ain't going down.
She ain't gonna fall.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's why he was right there.
Anyways, these people are riding, man. I would love to live this life they're living, but it's a very dangerous. You just can't. You just can't. You can't walk around like that. You just can't.
And that's not even bad compared to what she's been doing.
Is this snow here?
That is snow.
Boy, these people will bike your ass out of existence.
Yeah, no, that's some biker shit.
Yeah, you're not a biker, yeah, unless you've biked with these people.
Yeah, no, I'm not on that level.
No, neither am I, Mike Ball. Neither am I.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
But I'm man enough to say, hey, I'm not that level.
Even here, where she has her shawl on, she's still not quite as deep as covered as she should be. So I don't know where they posted, but on here I was trying to find it. They actually posted what happened to her. Um, and I would have.
Scroll down a little bit right there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right
It's,
there where she's standing backwards on and looking at her bike.
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. She's living, for a 30-year-old. How many 30-year-olds get to just
Oh,
break
look at
out?
that. Look at that. She's topless, like basically right there. In her crop top.
Well, that's not topless.
No, just in her crop top.
This is how they dress in
Well,
the United States. And it's probably
that's what
how
I'm
they dress
saying.
in Spain too,
Absolutely. There's definitely parts of the world
she's
that, but
just
it's
comfortable doing
understanding your surroundings though.
she's just comfortable doing her thing. So for my viewing and listening audience, she's strapping up all the gear on her motorcycle, which is it just, one of the things about riding like this is you have to pack the same way every time. You have to know where your stuff, because it's easy to pack to get it going, and then when you unpack, you don't pack it back right, and you can't get it all back in there.
No, there's definitely a whole routine they do the exact same way every single time. They do it repetitively. You can tell it's a whole system. Yep. Do it nonstop.
Over and over and over, and you got to have your most important stuff that you can get to. Look, these people are invested in this, and I was right. I bet you that those uniforms that they have are sponsored.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
I bet you their whole bikes are sponsored.
probably sponsored at this point.
Everything is
They're
sponsored.
probably
The
riding
gear.
for free at this point. Look, they're over in China somewhere. Wow.
Yeah, no, if they're doing all this type of content, all this stuff is free.
Yeah. But I'm
nonetheless, that's
not
a
able to find
huge.
where they said what happened to them. But anyway, this is this is a very incredible look. Look, they're riding elephants. Man, these people are doing it, man.
Scroll up to the top and see if they have a YouTube link.
Where would you see that at?
Wherever a link is. If it's not,
that's their link tree right there. So
yeah,
probably
hit the YouTube, and they may have probably put it there where their statement is.
They've got Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, just like we do.
Yeah. Well, how many subscribers do they got? So go to their most recent video.
Oh, they've been through hell out there.
Oh, you know they have.
Una, dos. ¿Vale? Empuja. Una, dos.
Oh, it's just getting in deeper and deeper.
Oh, it's just such a bummer right there. You got to carry shovels. You got to carry a whole bunch of stuff.
Man, that's crazy, isn't it, Mike?
It is crazy. Go to their most recent video. Go to the videos.
Go to the videos here.
And see if they made a statement. Nope. There's no statement. I just wanted to see how many subscribers do they have at the top, out of curiosity.
114,000.
Oh, you know they're doing.
They're not as big as we are, Mike Ball.
But they're doing their thing. They're doing their damn thing.
How many videos did you see? Oh, see, look at this, Mike. They're out there and just, oh my goodness, they're having a good time. But I just hate the fact that she is so naked out here,
right.
In all these places. I don't hate that fact. I would be.
No, I know what you mean.
I'd be like I'd be an avid fan watching every week, right?
Right.
If you have an enlarged prostate,
she was absolutely gorgeous, but obviously where they were is this is in Saudi Arabia. Really? You dress like that in Saudi Arabia? Wow. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just you can't be yourself in the world. Look at it. Look at all their advertisers. Wow.
Oh,
Did you
you
see
know
all
they're
those
getting
advertisers?
yeah, hell yeah, that they're riding for
This
free.
show is making money. Oh, look, they got Honda. Look at all these advertisers on their stuff.
Oh, it's no joke.
And look at they're doing. These people are so
They're
radically
doing
doing
their damn thing.
the damn thing all over the world. These
They're
people are riding.
yeah, all over the world they're riding.
But I don't see their.
Now, is there a continuation to the rest of the story, or was that it?
Yeah. I broke away to
Let,
go see
let's
their page. Let's go back here.
let's see the rest of the story.
So here's the story. So here's where I stop. So Ferdinand and Vicente, who document their world travels by motorcycle for an audience of more than 140,000 Instagram followers, actually it's 300 some thousand, were passing through the Dumka district in India on their way to Nepal when they were viciously attacked. They had stopped in Dumka to camp there in a tent overnight. Multiple outlets have reported more than just a tent, a complete setup. In videos posted to Instagram, the couple appeared with swollen purple bruises on each of their faces and started to tear up as they recounted in Spanish. What happened to them? Damn, we weren't able to find those. Something has happened to us that we would not wish on anyone, Fernandez said in the video. 7 men have raped me. They have beaten us up and robbed us. She added the attackers didn't steal many things, however, because what they wanted was to rape me. Police said Fernandez reached a patrol van around 11 p.m. and was taken to the hospital. My God, this is so... For treatment, according to local reports. Pitmabur Singh Quiver, the police superintendent, said that they had arrested 3 people in connection with the rape and attack and were actively searching for more. In another post, Vicente showed viewers his busted lip and stitches all around his mouth. My mouth is destroyed, but Fernandez is worse than me, he said, adding that the attackers had repeatedly hit him with a helmet and a rock to the head. They almost killed this man. The case thrust India's frightening record of sexual violence into the spotlight. The country is considered one of the worst for sexual violence against women. So why the F would you go there? And had nearly 90 reported rapes per day in 2022.
Oh my God.
National crimes records. But rapes often go underreported because the victim shaming and low faith in law enforcement outcomes. In Fernandez and Vicente's most recent post as of Saturday, they said they remain in the hospital with the police. The investigation is ongoing. So this...
Look at this. Triple P is on it. The conviction rate for sexual assault in India is something like 30%.
Yeah, which we read. It was 27 something.
That is crazy.
We read that a little earlier. Yeah.
Triple P is on it, man.
Yeah, Triple P be knowing. Between us. So this
the question that Chris asked is she still alive?
Yes. She's still alive, and she recently made a video. Here's another part of the story. Ashamed and disgusted, bikers seek justice for Spanish rape survivor in Dumka. Every time I ask her if I can be of help, she says, I wish I could forget it. I wish I could delete this memory. Oh, my God. I have been in constant touch with her. So who is saying this? I have been in constant touch with her. Every time I ask her if I could help, she says something like, I wish I could forget it. I wish I could delete this memory. Hearing about what happened to her makes me hurt so and angry, said Dr. Mauro Yarzarlo Patrick, a friend of the 28-year-old Brazilian biker who was allegedly raped and assaulted by 7 men. The incident took place in Kumhal, which is 350 kilometers from the state capital, Ranchi, when the survivor, a biker, travel vlogger with more than 200,000 followers on Instagram, and her Spanish husband stopped for the night while on a motorbike to tour across India. While in Jharkhand, police on Saturday arrested 3 people. So this much we still know. The incident has led to widespread outrage. So my doctor says I can't imagine what she's going through. An Iran-born motorcyclist settled in India told the Quint over the telephone conversation, it hits differently when you know the person to whom this has happened. Can you even imagine the pain she must be going through? I can't even imagine. I'm angry and disgusted at what happened. Meanwhile, 35-year-old Yuvarshi Patoli, a biker who has been going on bike tours for 21 years, said that She was heartbroken and could not describe her feelings. So this is somebody else speaking. It is so sad to even imagine what she has been through. It's disturbing. I am glad that she is alive, but nothing can match the sadness and grief that she's going through. My heart is hurting thinking about it, said Patoli, who is co-founder of the Bikerni, an association of women motorcyclists in India. The Bikerni. Maybe we can get somebody from there to talk to us. Anika Joseph, another biker based out of Jharkhand, said she felt angrier that it happened in her home state. We in India say Atiti Devo Bhava, which means our guest is akin to God. Atiti Devo Bhava, our guest is akin to God. This is how we treat your God? Is this how we treat your God? I don't think so. I am more furious that this happened in my state of Jharkhand. On Friday, the 1st of March, the Spanish woman, originally from Brazil, who had been traveling around India on her bike with her husband since July 2023, they've been out there a year almost, alleged that she was assaulted and gang raped by 7 men while they were camping. Narrating her ordeal on a now deleted. Okay, so that's why we couldn't find it. It's deleted. Ordeal on the now deleted Instagram story. The woman in Spanish said, something has happened to us that we would not wish on anyone. 7 men have raped me. They have beaten us and robbed us, although not many things were
7
taken.
men.
Yeah, one right after the other, man. Victim blaming is ridiculous and problematic. While massive support poured in for the survivor on social media, a certain section of ex-users blamed her for roaming in the jungles at night.
That's the excuse they used?
Roaming in the jungles at night. You shouldn't be doing that, they said. 39-year-old Antra Kurna, a biker with 15 years of experience, told the Quint that this was a classic example of victim blaming. And you remember I said that earlier. I don't want to blame her.
Yeah, we don't want to do that, but
No.
it's also understanding your surroundings. That's all we're just saying.
Nobody deserves this.
No, not at all.
A
Zero.
phenomenon in which victims of crimes, of tragedies, are held accountable for what happened to them. That's called victim blaming. This incident shook me up. It's like your worst nightmare, but it has happened for someone else. I've been speaking to a lot of people about this. What's most appalling is that a gang rape has occurred, but instead of accepting the problems, I've seen people ask, why was she camping at night, and making comments like, oh, you only care about foreigners, but Indians get raped too. Someone in Jharkhand I called for help told me that at least she's alive. All of this ridiculousness disturbs us. I think it's very easy to pass judgment on someone else. It's very common for people like survivors and her partner to camp on such long tours. All of us, including them, check where the nearest main road is, where the utility shops are. Even when I camp, I always know where I get network and where you don't. It's wrong to make generalized statements. And she's right. It is wrong to make generalized statements. Patol, however, said that there was no point arguing with people online. Yep. We have much more important things like worrying for our friends' safety and well-being. There is no point arguing with these comments and trolls online. I have stopped replying to a lot of people. Amen, man. Amen.
Yep. And that's exactly what you're supposed to do.
She should be accepting that something is wrong with the system. If you're calling something out, it means you're calling out a particular instance. Don't blame the victim for being outside at night. You should question what the accused are doing. Then maybe they shouldn't be outside at night. It's not about a foreigner or India. It's about what happened to a woman at a time in a place. Meanwhile, a lot of social media discussions highlighted right now. Unsafe India was to let women travel alone. One of them, writer David Joseph Vladsko, noted that the level of sexual aggression that he witnessed while living in India for several years was unlike anywhere else he'd ever been. Here's what David Joseph Lozanga said. Vladsko is his name. The level of sexual aggression I witnessed while living in India for several years was unlike anywhere else I've ever been. Once a total stranger, a British woman, asked to sleep in my bed and pretend to be my girlfriend on a train ride because a man walking by in the hall had licked her foot and she felt unsafe. I introduced a female friend to a young Indian man, and instead of shaking her hand, he groped her breast. And when she became angry, he became extremely hostile, and I thought I was going to have to fight the guy. I never met a female traveler who had not been groped or assaulted or worse, even if they had only been in the country for mere days. I love India. It is and always will be one of my favorite places in the world, but I have advised female friends who ask me not to travel there alone. This is a real problem in India and society that warrants more attention and that I hope will improve in time. Wow.
Wow.
That takes the whole Donald Trump. You can even grab them by their you know what's to a whole another level. Wow. The post sparked various reactions, with some agreeing and many launching attacks on Volodsko. Among the latter was the National Commission for Women chairperson Rekha Sharma, who equated the issue of the safety of women with defaming the country. No, it's not if it's true. Sharma wrote, "Did you ever report the incident to the police?" Yeah, like they're going to do anything. They don't even do anything here.
That's right.
Did you ever report the incident to the police? If not, then you're totally an irresponsible person. Writing only on social media and defaming the whole country is not a good choice.
No, it's the truth. If how can you sit there and blame them when it actually happened?
To vilify an entire country with a tweet is not only in poor taste, but also unacceptable. Anything but the truth. Anything but the truth. As data speaks otherwise, as much as the incident needs to be condemned and perpetrators brought to justice, let me just share a few statistical indicators and request you remove tweet. But people always want you to remove your tweet.
Yes, they do. They'll request and try to get you knocked down. They'll try to report it.
So here, Rekha Sharma, the one who's mad at the guy, said, according to data, over 6 million tourists arrive in India every year. Many of them are single women, and they holiday safely, as India takes the safety of women very seriously. Like, you say this with all these numbers, but you say this like you're blind. She said India takes safety of women seriously, evidenced by its implementation of stringent laws over time. Those didn't come out till 2012 after that woman was raped. I remember that. And only 27% of rape cases are even prosecuted and come out with a guilty plea. So 27%. That means 75% or 73%, 72% are not even, nothing happens. So you can't cite these numbers like they mean something when the overarching numbers are worse. India views sexual assault as a very serious crime, and so should countries that, until now, have not considered date rape as a criminal offense. Oh, now let's throw it on other countries. NCW univocally condemns the incident in Dumka and reached out to the victim within hours of the complaint being registered. I would like to reiterate my point that it is important to file an FIR when a crime is committed so that perpetrators can be caught in time. I'm looking into this case personally. I wouldn't want her help looking into the case.
Hell no.
Like she'd be trying to sweep it under the rug.
For real.
David Joseph Volodsko snapped back, defaming a whole country. I literally wrote, I love India. It is and always will be one of my favorite places in the world. And she accuses me of defaming India for addressing the plight of women in the country. I also wrote, after someone who read my post made nasty remarks, respectfully, you should be ashamed of yourself, sir. Yes, the situation for women is egregious, but let's walk and chew gum for a step. The culture is one of the most richly beautiful and philosophical, insightful I've ever seen, and I've seen most of them. Few cultures offer such bewildering depth or captivating beauty. It's also almost no wonder that enlightenment itself was conceptually conceived in these lands. And the food and the music and the nature and best of all the people, but still problems exist. I'm the last person you have to tell because I'm a strident critic of India's flaws, as I am of Gaza, Korea, Israel, China, the US, Peru, and other places that I love. The places I do not love, I care less if they improve. Yes, problems exist, but So do the charms. And if you don't know them, you don't know India. In fact, I will tell you something more. I have already shared some of the awful stories of sexual assault in India, but of the many women I have met and come to know as friends in India, all the women he's met have had such experiences in one way or another. Not one ever concluded that India was a shithole worth nothing. To the great credit of these women, they saw the horror more directly than you or I, and the beauty. None became bigots. None walked away despising Indian people on the whole. None determined to snort out their entire culture. And thank God, because it would have been their loss, not India's. The issues regarding treatment of women are only the tip of the iceberg, to be frank. There's a lot of ugly to discuss of India. The contradiction seems to be confusing many people in my replies. Welcome to India. But although some countries are perhaps as beautiful, none are more so. Wow.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's heavy.
So, very heavy, man. Somebody always wants to jump on you like, you're condemning my whole country. No, I'm condemning the BS happening over here.
Right. If I'm just telling the truth,
then what are you tripping on?
Right. How can you sit there and, I mean, that's really victim blaming, like full on, like that is the true definition.
If women are not safe over there, it's not, you know, his fault for pointing that out. Anyway,
no.
Here she was raped at knife point.
It really needs to be brought into light. I mean, you see the conviction rate is like only 27%.
So this is the video that we missed and weren't able to find.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, and I don't know if we hit this button if it'll show it.
IRS e-file is open.
Oh.
I muted it. You can unmute it. There you go. No worries. 3, 2, 1, action.
La policía.
Hemos ido a un hospital allí.
Aquí en India.
Hemos dormido en un hospital allí, nos han dejado dormir allí. Hemos metido la moto dentro del hospital y ahora nos han traído a...
Look at his mouth. His mouth is all busted up, bro. And no wonder they took this down.
A unos 60 o 70 kilómetros a otra ciudad, a un hospital para hacer las pruebas.
Oh my gosh, she is beaten.
Oh my Lord. That's the spot that it happened. These are the criminals three that they've arrested. They got their faces covered. Why are their faces covered? They should be able to be seen by everybody.
Hell yeah, they should be seen by everybody.
That's that BS, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
they'll be out as soon as everything.
You can see what their faces are covered. Nobody gets to know who they are.
No,
yeah,
that's some bullshit.
You can see the BS, bro.
No, it's a game.
Go back. Yeah, society protects them.
¿Qué tal? ¿Estamos con la policía?
Hemos ido a un hospital.
Oh my goodness.
Allí,
aquí en India.
Hemos dormido en un hospital allí, nos han dejado allí.
¿Qué tal?
Yeah.
Read what that says right there.
Oh, we've read that a couple times. It says
okay. As long
what
as we
happened
read
to
it.
us, we wouldn't wish upon anybody.
Okay.
And they tell the story, and he says my mouth is destroyed.
Yeah.
But my partner's worse. Yeah. So now we finally found the video.
Well, we did a bunch of digging on this episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took us 1 hour exactly to find that video.
But you know, that's it. I wouldn't wish on anybody, and it's not her fault for what happened. But like we were just saying, it's just trying to understand your surroundings and being a gray man, as we say, right?
Being a gray man. And what is a gray man? Let everybody know what a gray man is.
A gray man is someone that totally 100% fits in with the crowd. You look exactly like them. You may even smell like them. If they smell dirty, you smell dirty. You know, you don't sit there and smell all Irish creamed out and shit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You sit there and you are exactly like them. You dress like them. It to every extent. Now that I'm not trying to sit here and victim blame whatever whatsoever because it's not her fault. Um, but just being, you have to think real world, what can happen. And when you're in certain areas, you have to have self awareness. You have to understand your surroundings and go, okay, maybe I should be a little more conservative over here. It's
Now,
just,
uh, Papa Penguin says that a mob of women attacked a guy back in 2004 because of this kind of stuff. And so I went and looked it up real quick. His name was Aku Yadav, also known as Aku Yadav. He was born Bharat Kilcharan, also known as Aku Yadav. He was an Indian gangster, a robber, a home invader, kidnapper, serial rapist, and murderer, as well as an extortioner.
wow.
He grew up in Kastruba Nagar slum, which is outside the Indian central city of Nagpur, Maharashtra. He lived and did business in the slum, which housed a number of criminals and two rival gangs. His earliest known crime was gang rape in 1991. Yadav and his gang committed crimes like rape, murder, home invasion, extortion in Kastruba Nagar for 13 years until his death. Aku tried to create a small business empire. He extorted money, harming and threatening those who resisted him. During his life as a criminal, he murdered at least 3 individuals. He tortured and kidnapped people, invaded homes, and raped over 40 women and girls. He bribed police, giving them money and buying them drinks to convince them to let him continue his crimes. As a result, the police not only refused to stop Aku for many years, but also supported him. Yadav and his associate gangs raped women and girls as young as 10 years old and warning those who resisted him. After a woman named Usha Narain resisted Aku and his gang, a mob burned down his house. Aku went to the police seeking protection on 13 August 2004. He was lynched by several hundred women who stabbed and stoned him.
Wow.
He had chili powder thrown in his face, and his male part was hacked off. The women all claimed responsibility for the murder, and although some were arrested, they were all eventually acquitted.
Wow.
Although hundreds of women were involved in the lynching, the state CID had a different version of the events. Senior police sources said the lynching was carried out by 4 men, and that women who had claimed responsibility were protecting those 4 men. None of the women agreed with the police version. Police said that both men and women were present when the lynch mob appeared, one on the day of the lynching. BBC News initially reported that 14 women and several children forced their way into the courtroom and stabbed Aku to death. A film based on the incident, 200 Halaho. We got to go watch that film. A 2021 Indian Hindi language crime thriller film directed by Sarthak Das Gupta and Alok Batra with production by Yudli Films. The film is based on the real life incident in which 200 women lynched Aku Yadav, a gangster robber, serial rapist, and killer in open court. In open court.
That's what they claim, yeah.
He was released on 20 August 2021. The movie was released on 20 August 2021. A limited web series called Indian Predator: Murder in the Courtroom was released on Netflix. Also, that's where we can see it. Indian Predator: Murder in the Courtroom was released on Netflix, depicting the story and interviews of the victims. So there you go.
Wow, interesting.
Interesting. Pop. See, our people know everything, man.
Yeah.
They know everything. Fact. Wow. Holy moly.
Yeah, that's a heavy one.
Aku Yadav. Hey, man, that life caught up to that ass, didn't it?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, you're not that protected. I mean, I guess a lot of them are, but sometimes, you do that to enough people that they're ready to kill your ass.
Do you remember the bully in that small town? You were probably really young when this happened. A bully in a small town. The whole town showed up and killed him.
What year was that?
Oh, I can't remember what year it was. They made a movie about him. He
Hmm.
was a small town bully, like this guy Yadav here,
Right.
and beating up on people. I don't know that he raped anybody or anything, but he was always
The
messing with
bully.
people. Let's see. Small town kills bully. I bet if I put
Yeah.
that down, small town kills bully.
I'm sure someone in the chat may even know.
His name was Ken McElroy. Here we go. Also known as the town bully. 1981. So were you even born then?
No, I was born in 95. But when did the movie come out?
I'm not sure when the movie. It tells us he was an American criminal and convicted attempted murderer who resided in Skidmore, Missouri, United States. He was known as the town bully, and his unsolved killing became the focus of international attention. Over the course of his life, he was accused of dozens of felonies, including assault.
Look how crazy this is. Triple P even knew it before you looked it up. That's crazy.
Child molestation. He was accused of statutory rape. Yeah, he was another rapist. Arson, animal cruelty, hog and cattle rustling, and burglary. He was just a bad guy like Yadav. In all, he was indicted 21 times, but escaped conviction every time, except for the last in 1981. He was convicted of attempted murder in the shooting of the town's 70-year-old grocer, Ernest Bowenkamp. He successfully appealed the conviction and was released on bond. And that was the last straw, I bet you, after which he engaged in an ongoing harassment campaign against Bowenkamp and others who were sympathetic to Bowenkamp, including the town's Church of Christ minister. He was messing with the preacher? He appeared at in a local bar, the D&G Tavern, armed with an M1 Garand rifle and bayonet, and later threatened to kill Bowenkamp. The next day, McElroy was shot to death in broad daylight as he sat in his truck with his wife, Trina, in his pickup truck on Skidmore's main street. He was struck by bullets from at least 2 different firearms in front of a crowd of people estimated numbering between 30 and 46, including, I think the cops were there too. To date, no one has been charged in connection with his death.
So go to popular culture on the left side and see when that movie came out.
It'll say down here somewhere. 60 Minutes ran a segment about him in 1982. A book was written in 1988 called In Broad Daylight. And where was the movie? Maybe the movie.
It says it right there.
TV movie, a made-for-TV movie called In Broad Daylight in 1991.
Okay, I was -4. I was -4.
Even the movie came out before you were born.
Yeah.
Am I that old, Mike?
No, you're not that old. I'm just that young. How about that?
Papa Penguin. Yeah. So
incredible.
Yeah. So yeah. So I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. So, but yeah. So, oh yeah, Papa Penguin knew his name.
He was on it. He was on it. He knew it before you looked it up.
Wow, man, what a day, huh?
That's incredible. What a terrible, terrible thing to happen to somebody that I would never, ever wish upon anybody ever. Not my worst enemy. That's some cruelty right there. And now you've psychologically got to deal with that for the rest of your life. Just because you survived, but now you've got this problem now.
Mm-hmm.
How could you not? Totally messed up what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Living life to the fullest, enjoying it like you should be able to.
It's sad. They give us something to talk about on TikTok, huh?
Yeah.
Which is
as you guys know, we go on TikTok live after the YouTube videos. So guys, follow us on our TikToks. I'm going to go ahead and show off where you can follow Black Dragon right now. You can go follow his Instagram, his TikTok, all of that good stuff right there. Black Dragon Biker TV. You can follow me at Ball Valve TV on both Instagram and TikTok. I've always been known as Ball Valve, and now that I've got my YouTube channel, which is my company, Insane Wheels, so it's a collaboration of kind of both names. But yeah, this is going to be a very interesting topic that we're going to get into. And we've got to be careful on TikTok what we say too, because you can't necessarily use the same words that we just used on here.
Oh my God, we sure cannot, huh?
Right.
TikTok will not tolerate that.
No. So guys, as you guys know, even this video is probably most likely going to be 100% demonetized. So please, if you guys could help out the channel, you've got Black Dragon stuff right here on the bottom. His Cash App is $BikerPrez, and he also has PayPal jbunchii@aol.com. And then for me, I've got my Cash App at $BallValve. And that's it. Thank you guys for supporting.
These headphones make my ears itch, so I bought a whole ear cleaning set, and you can scratch your ears with this thing, and it really helps in case you it's a stainless steel ear cleaning thing. The whole set, man, was really cool. Got it off of Etsy, I think. So
I'll have to look, Ghost Eagle. I'll look.
Hey, Mike, did you see? Okay.
My Discord is in the description.
And so is mine.
Actually, not in this. I actually need to start including. I used to do it, and now for some reason, no wait, I might. I can't remember if if I have it in there or not, but I'll put it in there.
I'll send you. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. All right, Mike, it's time to get out of here, man.
All right.
We've been over
Much
here.
love and respect to everybody. Thank you guys for watching. As you guys know, we can't do the show without you guys, so it means the world, because without you guys, we wouldn't know everything. We need you guys for that.
I'm to be honest with you, I'm really bummed after seeing that girl's video.
No, this is terrible.
My heart is broken. She's such a more than a beautiful person. She just seems to have a beautiful personality. How the hell do you get out of there?
Seem very open and free.
Yeah, and she's having a good time, married to her husband, and
enjoying life.
He's having a good time. How do you get home? What do you do? How do you ride your motorcycle home, or do you get an airplane and send that stuff all back home? Like, everything's ruined. Do you stay out on your tour? They've been out for a year.
Do you just leave it there and abandon it? Because now you've got real life issues that you got to deal with, and just forget the motorcycles, forget everything.
You got to be checked for diseases and checked for
you've got so much that you've got to go through that is the last thing on their mind. Dude, it makes me sick to my stomach. It's sickening.
I pray for her, and I pray for her husband, and I pray for her family, and I just ask God to intercede and bring her some kind of peace and some kind of justice.
Amen on that, by the way.
And also for the hundreds of thousands, if not millions,
of others
of Indian women that are suffering that kind of abuse by emboldened men in that area who believe it's okay to meet a woman by grabbing her breast or something like that.
Yeah, only 27% conviction rate.
And you could, Mike, you could see it. You could see the underlying stuff that's not said.
Yep.
By the fact that they got those men standing there with hoods on their faces so no one can see.
Yeah. You know, that was a move. That's an angle. That's right there. That's an angle. So as soon as all the press is done, and all of that, guess what? Whoop,
nobody
right
knows
out the back door. Now you go right out the back door, and now we're not holding you anymore.
Yeah.
Go back on the street. You're good.
Yeah. That, like, the whole world doesn't like this stuff lasts forever. So so when they got your face covered, nobody knows who you are. Nobody gets to know what you did. That woman's stuff is captured forever. They deleted the Instagram post and we found it.
Yeah.
So her shame is captured forever. But the guys who did it, their faces are covered.
Mm-hmm.
And so we see everything or the guys who were accused of doing it, their faces are covered. So we see the protection of the male unit over there. We can see it.
Right.
We can see it with our own lion eyes.
Right. It's evident. It's evident.
Self-evident. Prima facie. Prima facie means self-evident. You can see what's going on just by looking at it. You don't need nothing else.
Nope.
We see you. We see you, India. We see you.
Yeah. We see you on that bullshit.
All right, man. I'm
All
out.
right. Much love and respect to everybody. Thank you,
Much
Black
love and
Dragon. We'll see you in a bit.
All right. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.